All right, so we are going to be replacing this transmission on this 2010 Ford Transit. This is my business vehicle. Uh, let's get right to it. We are going to be disconnecting the battery first of all. Disconnecting the battery, removing the battery, removing as many components as we can out of here in order we can access the transmission. It's a little tricky. Should just disconnect that cable right there. I'm gonna grab a 7mm. It's a 7mm. It's gonna be a lengthy, 8mm. Good thing we have all the tools right in the back of it. Makes it pretty handy. And we're just gonna be putting it back. I'm gonna be doing these videos in parts. Then we're gonna start with the battery. And we're gonna place it, let's say right here. That's the older transmission that I removed from the junkyard out of a Ford Focus, which is a perfect fit. All right, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna need a 7mm right now. Should have known. So the main three sockets that we're gonna be needing for this vehicle. We're gonna remove the air cleaner box right now. And disconnect right here. This goes. And disconnect this guy right here. Should disconnect the entire thing, but I feel like this will be a lot easier. Disconnect this guy, hopefully without breaking anything. Let's get this one first. Quite easy. We should just take it out completely, running the risk of damaging this line. This plastic is really brittle. We're gonna be placing it right now. For right now, we're gonna place it right there, and all right, and disconnect the box. This little screwdriver. That should. This gotta come off. No, this guy has to be more. It looks like it has to come off. Yes or yes. And let's get the box. Actually, let's get the box by itself, not too loose. A lot of time you've got to manhandle this components without breaking them. So in theory, this one right here has to come off. And we're going to place it over there for right now. I'm going to be removing this. Oh, this needs to be replaced. Wow. Most likely we'll buy a K&N for that one. After all, it's the one that makes me the money. And almost lost the socket. Barely almost out. Well, there it goes. And that's my kid. They're just messing around with water. Yeah, that one broke off from right there. We're gonna have to see how we can connect that one back. Shouldn't be that hard. Just gonna be hooking this bolt back. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Alright, a few items to go. I'm disconnecting completely. Alright, as I was. We are gonna be, I feel like my best and next procedure would be to remove this battery tray box right here. Oh geez, broken nut. We're gonna grab it. Let's see. We got 13mm. 13mm. I'm gonna get that guy out. Another one right here. I feel like this guy right here, we could just disconnect and get out of the way. And this is where my battery goes. We're gonna put it right here with the battery. Put this thing over there. And that is my transmission mount. Let's see, what is holding you? Little bracket over here. This guy over here. Let's see if we can get you off. And disconnect all of those. Did it die? Oh, this needs charging. Hold on. And we're back. Alright, this should go right off. And we're gonna throw that one. Let's see now. what is this? 13 as well. Perfect. And it's coming right off. Right out of it. I put this little nut back in here. And looks like a lot of connections. Looks like a little headache of a transmission. Lord. Without breaking them. It is out. Looks like my engine control module. Looks like it might be a tire. Let me disconnecting this guy out of here. Ooh, man. Wow. That's not good. Looks like we're gonna be fixing some wires. But that is a issue. Wow. I didn't even notice that. And there's this connection that's coolant. I'm going to assume that. It's either coolant. Yep, looks like coolant. Looks like it's coming from right there. Let's just start putting all of these components away. Alright, now we're gonna be lifting it up, making sure that it's getting ready, and disconnect some components underneath, and also supporting the engine. We're gonna be putting these chock blocks and back wheels. So, all right, let's find a sweet spot right over there. I think that's good enough. If we need, we might need to pick it up just a little bit higher. This guys would be perfect. Right on the frame. And slowly let it down. That's it. Okay. Alright, so I will need to make sure most of these cables are not in my way. That one, we're gonna grab all of this tiny connections, and we're gonna make sure they're out of the way. Like my little starter hookup right there. And then we take that one off. Alright, I gotta remove this guy. Removing. Whoa, bent rim. Yeah, let's do it. Replace this guy. This guy. By the way, this is the follow-up on the transmission replacement. Right now we're removing the driver's side CV axle. Yeah. It is. I always do it that way. It's a little bit of love. Alright, now I have that off. Replacing lug nuts right on the tire. I'm gonna do, and that's how you remove this nut. And let's see, just have to check because my flash stopped working for a second. I'm going to remove this clip because we want the caliper off. I'll be removing the caliper. We're going to give it a little bit of squeeze. That way there's no issues there. This guy right there, and he will be, that one's off, and bottom for caliper using an Allen key. This is number 7. We're gonna pry that out. Sometimes they still stay stuck in there. I get the bottom one. And just as that, we're gonna use this very inexpensive tool to hold it. And we're gonna hold it a certain way. Matter of fact, we're gonna hold it down here. Because we still gotta do something else. Hold it right here. Right there. Perfect. I'll be showing you guys what we're gonna put. It's a better position probably, like right there. We'll check. A better position for you guys to see somewhat. There we go. It'll probably work better. Replace all these parts that I'll be removing. And right now, just gotta remove this little bolt right here. And that goes. That's gonna be holding the shock and spring. Tap. And that's there we go. Now we're gonna pick this one up here. Hold it up here. All right, now that we have removed both CV axles, sorry I couldn't show you, my phone overheated. But basically, this is the driver's side right here of the vehicle, and you just basically pry it, and then it will come out, okay? And then in the other side, I already removed everything. But basically, same issue, same deal right here. And the only thing that it has this bracket down here, which it has 2 bolts, 1 and 2, and then the CV axle connects over there, and then you just pry it out. If it's rusted or something, what I normally recommend is just tapping the CV axle, the portion that goes between this connection where the bearing goes to and the transmission. You just tap it while trying to pry it out of somewhere. If you can't pry it, it normally comes out tapping it. It'll come out with a hammer or something like that. And right now, what we are going to be doing, I hooked up a jack on the engine side, and since the transmission is still connected to the engine, I will be removing this guy right here, which holds the transmission, and this is your transmission mount right here. Same thing with the bracket attaching to the vehicle. So give me just a second to grab the tools, and then we'll get back to this right here, okay? Jesus. All right, so in order to remove this guy, we have our bolt that connects the motor mount to the transmission, and then we have 4 bolts that attach this transmission mount right here. And then to remove this guy right here, we're going to be disconnecting right here. We're going to disconnect all of these plastic clips from this harness. We have got another one right here and another one right here. So 3 bolts holding that one. So let's get that one disconnected. See if I can put you guys over here. I get bolts, all of them disconnected. There we go. So now we're gonna remove them, and we have this 21 millimeter. And this will disconnect that one. it dropped just a little bit for me. All right, as I was disconnecting this, ouch, it's hot, little bracket. This bracket has some plastic clips, which we will remove. And then we have this one other bolt over here. The other bolt, we have this other bolt. 3 bolts. And it should, if we remove the transmission mount, very inexpensive transmission mount compared to some that I replaced. So, this comes off. This will give me access a little bit more access. All right, let's pause. All right, and right now I feel like we should start removing all of the electrical connectors. So on this transmission, we have this connector right here, selector, gear selector switch. We have this one right here. We have another one right underneath, right here. Let's see if you can see it right there. We have one back there that I see. We're also going to be disconnecting the dipstick. That one will be removing. There's another engine wiring harness that's hooked up to it right there. And then after that, we're going to be removing the starter, which is located right underneath the intake manifold. But we'll see how we can tackle that one, most likely from underneath the vehicle. Right down there, this is your starter. Should have a few, like two bolts. Pretty straightforward. All right, let's see. All right, after removing connections down here, electrical connections, you have another one right here that was removed. I disconnected this guy right here, disconnected the starter that was right here, and there is a bolt that goes right here that goes to bell housing that we disconnected. Like, it's a ground right here. And right now we're in the process of removing the nuts that connect the torque converter, which they're going to be right there. They are a little hard, so we're going to be trying to remove every single one of them. So basically what I'm doing is turning the engine. We're turning the engine slowly until we get to a nut. We just got to turn it one more time. Give me 1 second. All right, so I turn it up until I put her into that position. That way I can get a better grip when pulling up. This is a 15 millimeter. This is what we're using, prying it while holding the flywheel with a big flathead screwdriver. I'm just positioning it like about right there, locking the flywheel and pulling up on the nut with this ratchet wrench.